Today's quick DJ tip is really a public service announcement. If you are a Rekordbox user and you've analysed music using its pretty good beat gridding, the beat gridding nowadays is not bad in Rekordbox because it's got this new high precision mode, which we've analysed a track that otherwise the grid would be totally out on. It's Never Too Much by Luther Vandross. We're actually preparing a transition for this for our forthcoming, at the time of recording, Transitions Toolbox course. So this is what we're in the studio doing, and this is the thing that's tripped us up. So if you've come to this video because you've tried to get loops, automatic loops working on Rekordbox 7.2, I think we're on here, and you find that they are not looping properly, the beginning and end points are wrong, even though the beat grids are perfect, we know why. I'm going to show you now what the problem is and how to solve it. So here we've got the track in question. Again, I've analysed it using the really rather good analyze track setting, high precision analysis, which has done a really good job of getting the beat grid all the way through this track on the beat everywhere, which is great because this track has got a live drummer, it's an old track, and the beat grid drifts. So what we wanted to do next was put a loop on the track, right? So the idea was we're going to stick a loop somewhere on this track down here. Actually, it's just here somewhere. I'll show you the exact loop. Well, here it is, here. Right, so the track kind of goes like this. And it's there. That's the first beat of a section of the track where we want to put the loop, right? So here. I want to put a big, nice long loop on this section. So I put a loop in there. I put an auto loop. So it's a 4-beat auto loop. And I'm going to double it to 8 beats. I'm going to double it again to 16 beats. Now I'm going to move forward in the track and show you, you'll already see what the problem is. So where my playhead is there now, you see that grid line there? That's where it should loop. But it doesn't. There's this whole section here where the loop is too long. And if I double the size of the loop again to where I wanted it, I wanted to loop a whole 32 beat section, wanted to loop a whole 8-bar section of this song so we could perform a transition over it. Look at that. There, it's 8 bars, 32 beats on. This bit here, that bit there, it's almost a quarter of a beat extra. Now, trust me, when I play this loop, that sounds absolutely terrible. And it really had us wondering what the hell it was. We were installing different Rekordbox versions. We were trying it with and without the high performance analysis, with tracks that are easy to analyze and tracks that aren't. All we know so far is it's only with tracks that need a little bit of flexible beat gridding. In other words, it's tracks that are otherwise, if you just put a standard grid over them, they're just going to go wrong. So it's where Rekordbox has had to do some work. And you can see when you play the track, the grid's moving. You can see it's doing some work to keep everything tight. They're the tracks that it messes up with. So we thought, what could be going on here? Is it that the auto looping is using the kind of average BPM for the whole track and not using the actual section you wanted? But then we thought, no, surely that's not the case. Otherwise, everyone would be talking about it. Couldn't find anyone talking about it anywhere online. We looked high and low. We just couldn't find any mention of it anywhere. So we thought, are we going mad? But then Steve here in the office cracked it. And we know what it is and we know how to fix it. And it's so simple and it shouldn't be there. But, you know, we don't think it should be behaving like this at all. However, it's easy enough to fix. We're going to get rid of that loop. I'm going to turn that loop off. We're going to get out of that loop. It's no longer there. Now I'm going to do the simplest thing you can imagine. I'm going to click the little Q there, which as you can see from the pop-up is quantize. We've now set the quantize, which means that things you do snap to the nearest beat. So if I go back to where we were on the track here and I put in a new auto loop. Now an auto loop should snap to the beat anyway, because it by definition is a set number of beats, but it doesn't until you have quantize on. Right, I'm going to go there now again. I'm going to set that auto loop again. So we'll set a 4-beat loop. I'm going to go 8 beats, 16, 32. In fact, you can see it extending on the software there. So this is our 32 beat loop. Let's jump to there. Now you can see here, we have got a loop absolutely perfect on that beat. Now, if you don't DJ with quantize, you're like, what the? You don't have to leave quantize turned on. If you save that loop now, if you save it to one of your saved loop slots on your controller or whatever, If you save that loop now with the track, that loop's now perfect, and you can go and turn quantize off, no problem at all. I haven't got quantize on this particular controller, so I'm doing it on the screen, but most controllers have quantize on it, so you can do it there. And that's it. It's as simple as that. If you know more about this than I do, if you know more about why this happens, maybe it's even meant to be a feature, I doubt it. But if you understand a little bit more about this, I'd love to know underneath. But if you, as I said, if you've come to this video because you're tearing your hair out because you've got your auto loops and they're just not working, click that quantize button on, and I promise you all will be well with the world. Now here at Digital DJ Tips, we've been teaching DJs since 2010, and one of our popular courses is our Rekordbox Made Easy course. This is the course where you'll learn everything there is to know about Rekordbox, up-to-date information to make you a Rekordbox ninja. And yes, we will be adding what we just learned to this course. So if you want to know how to use Rekordbox on all equipment, from the lowliest DJ controllers like I have here in the studio, all the way up to pro DJ gear, come take a look at Rekordbox Made Easy. And it's also included in our all access training, which if you're serious about your DJing and you've always wanted to be the best DJ that you can, is a complete no-brainer. Pay one price for everything we've done and everything we'll ever do, including all our great courses from DJ Jazzy Jeff, our complete DJ course, and many, many more. Come take a look at that stuff then over on the Digital DJ Tips website. Meanwhile, from me, Phil, here in the studio, get good, get out there, make the moments. We'll see you again very soon. Bye for now.